are you? And welcome to It's a King Thing with Miss Ray. I'm waiting for Instagram Live to act like it want to work. Anyway, I'm not in my studio. I'm out of a different studio right now. How's everybody doing? I'm actually recording this evening so that it can be up early in the morning on Friday because Friday is usually my 15 minutes of just a few little rays of Ray. But today, this week, it's been a little bit trying. So it's going to be a little bit longer than 15 minutes a day. I'm sorry in advance. There have been some things some different conversations I've been having with different people. And it's just come to my attention that we don't, let me see, make sure I say this correctly. Hey, Instagram. Welcome to the King Thing. Here's some rays of Ray. It's come to my attention that you don't always give what you get from others. You give 120, you give everything, and you get nothing in return. And then when you decide, I don't want to give anymore, people start looking at you like you got two heads. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Or is it just me? Does this just happen to just me? I'm just trying to figure out, am I the only one that this happens to? You guys hear the ice maker in the background? I'm sorry. But your girl likes her ice. Don't judge me. Or does this happen to you too? You call, you check on them, you reach out, you text, you email, you drive bys, you do all these things, but ain't nobody checking for you. And you're like, well, wait a minute. What on earth? Do I continually reach out, post, text, email, and do all these things, but you don't never reach back? Oh, well, let me really show you. Let me stop. Because at the end of the day, I don't chase my grandbaby, so why would I chase you? I said what I said. I don't chase my grandbabies, so why on earth would I chase you? One of my friends said, I call, she don't call back, or she's busy, she's this, she's that, but then I see she's here and there and everywhere, but they don't invite me. Oh, well, you know me and my motto. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. I seen a couple of people do something similar, and I'm like, oh, well, clearly I'm not as important as I thought I was to you. Note to self, not a problem. Let me stay in my lane. I'm really good at staying in my lane. I promise you I am. Or better yet, have you ever constantly been there for somebody and then that same somebody turn around and want to defend the person that's always doing them wrong? Or is that just me again? I guess it's just me because I promise you, I be feeling like I'm the only one going through. But let me just tell y'all something. This week has tried my spirit. It has tried my spirit. And I'm the first one to tell you guys, give it to God. Pray on it. He gonna work it out. But let me tell y'all, this week, right hand to God, my soul has been tried.
Invalid operation.
Okay, don't judge me. I have one of these talking massage chairs. You talk to it, it does what it tells you to do. So she thinks I'm talking to her, but I'm not. Moving on. I mean, you constantly there for somebody, and they want to cheerlead the folks that dog them out. Oh, well, I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Somebody, let me tell y'all, somebody done did your girl dirty. They done did her so dirty, and she keep trying to turn the other cheek. But my name is not Jesus. And I literally, as I'm sitting here saying this to you guys, I am praying at the same time that the old me don't come out. Because at the end of the day, it is very hard to continue to turn the other cheek for me. Let me just be open and honest and transparent with me. It is very hard for me to continue to turn the other cheek when they want to continue to slap it. And I'm like, my name is not Jesus. My name is not Jesus. And I'm going to need you to stop playing with me like my name is Jesus, because it's not. And I have tried to be like, okay, fix it. Fix it. Stop playing with me. Fix it. Stop playing with me. And you keep playing with me. Like I literally, I don't, and I'm trying not to curse, I don't fool with nobody. I don't fool with nobody on purpose because I know I'm stupid. I know that if you poke me the right way, I'm going to see you. Like I know my boundaries and I stay within my boundaries on purpose because God has done some wonderfully marvelous, magnificent things in my life. He has changed me in ways that I can't begin to tell you. If you read my book or have read my book, you will understand where I'm coming from. If you don't have it, it is available on Amazon. It's called You Never Know How Strong You Are Until God Tests You. Let me tell you something. He has done some things in my life, and all I can say is, Lord, I thank you. But He's still working on me. And I have said this before, and I say it again. Be careful how you approach me, because I don't know if you're going to get the saved and sanctified version of me or the God is still working on me version. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I really, 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 really come on here to encourage and uplift others who go through it on a daily basis, who try to do it right or who don't know how to do it right and they want to do it right. I am a living, walking, talking testimony that God is good. He loves me in spite of myself. He loves me in spite of all the jacked up, janky, dumb decisions I made. He still loved me. He still spared me. And he still blesses me. But this week is trying my soul. It's trying me. And somebody is playing with my livelihood, y'all. And I don't know about anybody else, but I work hard. I have worked hard and I have suffered a lot to get what I have. I have suffered a lot to get what I have. Didn't nobody give me nothing but God. Let me say it again. Didn't nobody give me any single thing but God. Okay? Nobody wrote me no trust fund check. Nobody paid no bills. Nobody paid no rent. I sacrificed. My kids sacrificed. And we made it and we did it. And am I rich? Not at all. Am I poor? Not by a long shot. However, everything I got, I earned. So when somebody is trying to take from me and my livelihood and my legacy for my children and my grandchildren, that just takes me to another side. And I am sitting here saying this to you guys as I'm saying it to myself. I am encouraging myself because right now, as God is my witness, I need God to soften my heart because I really just want to go and pay a visit to a certain somebody that's trying to take my livelihood. And I'm just being open, honest, and transparent. When I tell you I don't like a snake, a liar, a thief, a scam artist, a con artist, whatever you want to call it, I don't like people that get over on other people. I don't like it. I never have, and I really don't like it when you try to do it to me. I don't bother nobody on purpose because I don't like to be bothered. I don't like for people to try me. I don't like for people to test me. I don't like for people to poke me. Just don't do those things because, again, I'm not sure if you're going to get the saved and sanctified version of me or the God is still working on me version. I don't know. All I can say is I'm doing a lot of praying. Y'all pray for your girl because she really in a space tonight. She in a space for real. I'm hoping that you guys don't get tested like I'm being tested right now. But if you do like I'm doing and asking people to pray that I come through this test okay. That I come through this test without taking 2 steps backwards first. Because it's easy to say, oh, I can handle this. And then when the test come, you ready to, what's that? Knuck if you buck? I think it's what they say, knuck if you buck. Yeah, because I'm with the shits right now. I'm really with it. Sorry. I'm really, see guys, I'm struggling today. Struggling. I'm struggling because I don't have a big circle on purpose. And when somebody in the circle does something that affects me and minds and what I've worked for and what I've sweat for and what I've sacrificed for and what I've suffered for, and you want to get a paycheck off the sweat of me, it takes me to a place, a very, very ugly place. A very ugly place that I don't like. As I sit here and I'm being very open and honest and transparent with you guys, I don't like that other side to me because she don't have no fear. She don't fear nothing but God. She don't feel prison. She don't fear what people are gonna think. She don't fear nothing. When people try to do me wrong, it makes the ugly side to me come out, and I'm really trying to control her. But I'm really with the shits, y'all. I'm really with it. I'm really with it today. And I'm literally sitting here in tears trying not to go see this motherfucker that I want to go see real bad. I'm praying so hard that God just calms my spirit right now. Because I don't bother nobody. But when you come for me and mine, I'm going to give you what you're asking for. I've made mistakes where God spare me. My record is clean. I'm not hiding from the police. I'm not afraid to see the police. LAPD, the FBI, CIA. No, I'm not scared of anybody because I've got a clean record. I don't owe nobody nothing about nothing. But when you come for me and mine, I'm gonna give you what you're asking for, and that's not what I want to do. But when you're trying to take from things that I've worked so hard for and I've suffered so much for, I've been cut on more times than I care to talk about. And then you think that you should get a check just because you want a check. So you're going to lie and be deceitful to get a check off the sweat of me? I have a problem with that. For my friends who are talking about people don't make time for them, I'm not chasing anybody, guys. Like, my life is too short to be chasing behind people. I'm not chasing nothing that ain't chasing me. And that's just what I mean. Nobody. I just went to dinner with one of my alumni from 1987. She made it a point to see me. And that's what I'm talking about. When somebody makes it a point to see you, make sure they see you. When somebody makes it a point to call you, make sure you call them. I got to call my friend Dr. Lou. Dr. Lou calls me. She don't care what time of night it is. If she call, if I don't answer, I better call her back tomorrow. She gonna call again and say something crazy on my voicemail. But I love Dr. Lou because that woman right there makes it a point to check for me. She makes it a point to check for me. If people aren't checking for you, find you some new people. Find you some new people. I got some people right now who I talked about on the podcast the other day. But I just, look, y'all, I forgot to push record. I am so sorry. I left y'all a phenomenal podcast the other day. Your girl was so in her feelings, she forgot to push record. I apologize. Sorry. One of the things I had talked about was the strike and how people are losing their homes and their cars and their possessions because you see people on TV on this movie and that movie and this episode and that episode, and you think they're making all this money, but they're not. You think they're rich, but they're not. When we're not working right now, not only are they not working, the craft service people aren't working, production aren't working, the transportation isn't working, set designers aren't working, wardrobe isn't working, makeup's not working, hair is not working. There are a lot of people not working right now who still have bills to pay, who still have kids to take care of, who have to eat. But I got some heavy hitters in Hollywood. If I pick up the phone and call them, if they don't answer, they'll either call or text me back. That's the circle I'm keeping. Because they're making it a point to get back with me because they know I don't reach out often. So when I'm reaching out, I must either want something or need something or have to tell them something or I need them to tell me something. I have a family member who got a nice title to his name. When I call him, if he don't answer, he'll text me, "I'm at work. Is it an emergency?" That's what I'm saying. I make it a point for whoever makes me a point. I make a priority for whoever makes me a priority. Because at the end of the day, people only do to you what you allow them to do. And I am talking to you as I'm talking to myself because sometimes I have a habit. Let me just tell you about me. I have a habit of doing for people who I am not, when it's time to take care of business, I am not your number one priority when it comes to taking care of business. I'm the last thing you think of taking care of. But I'm the first thing you call when you need something. Because you know I'm going to give it to you. Well, in the words of, who sang that song? Love don't live here anymore. I don't remember who sang that. Is that Minnie Riperton? I think that was Minnie Riperton. I think that was her. May she rest in peace. Phenomenal singer. I have to stop doing that. Because, see, when I don't have, I'm just ass out. Period. I can't call nobody. Can I get 1,000? Can I get 2,000? Can I get 5,000? Can I get 7,000? Can I get 10,000? Like people do me. Now my thousands is gone. And who can I call? Nobody. It's okay though. And I can tell you, God had never let me fall, and He's not gonna let me fall now. He has never let me fall. So that being said, put a priority with those that make you a priority. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Love people the way you want to be loved. And if they're not giving you what you're giving them, go find somebody new. Life is way too short to be unhappy. It's just too short. You don't know your expiration date. I am not wasting my time chasing behind something that don't want to chase me. And I mean what I say, and I said what I said. I'm looking at all my friends striking, and I'm like, but dang, how you gonna pay all them house notes? Because you got property everywhere, and ain't none of them all paid off. I'm just saying. I hope you got a nice nest egg. But I've seen a couple that's got theirs up for sale. And I'm just sitting back like, God, dog, I can't imagine. So be careful who you want to mimic behind because, baby, everything that glitter ain't gold. Sometimes it's pewter. You heard me? Now listen. Your girl is struggling right now. I'm grateful for every blessing that God bestows upon me. I'm grateful for everybody who read the book, who's learned about me through the book, who's learned about themselves through the book, who've realized that by reading the book that you can make it, you're gonna survive. It may not seem like it right now, but you will. I know that I literally thought I would die. Literally. Not just talking the talk and blowing smoke. I literally thought I would die. And then of course I tried. But anyway, we're not gonna get on that topic. But I didn't think I could take another nothing. But I learned that only God knows how strong you are. Because I guarantee you, I knew I was broke. I couldn't been. I was broken half, 3/4, 4/10, whatever you want to call it. I was broken to it. You hear me? I couldn't take another nothing. If you blew me, I was gonna be done. If I stepped the wrong way, I was gonna be done. When I tell you, only God knows how strong you are. And I'm saying this to you as I'm saying it to myself. As I'm sitting here thinking about this jerk trying to get over on me. And because I have not right now figure out a way to defeat him, he may actually get a check out of me, y'all. He may get a check out of me because he's so unethical. Him and his attorney are so unethical. The attorney is just looking at getting money. So he tells this clown, well, you're not suing her, you're suing her insurance. Does that make sense to anybody but me? Because my insurance is me. But this idiot is so dumb, he don't realize, because, well, my attorney just says, I'm not suing you, I'm suing your insurance. And I swear to God, as God is my witness, I wanted to sock him right in his face, right then and there. And I was like, Jesus. And I had to get Jesus. And it just so happened that my bestie, my beautician, the sexiest beautician that I know, she laid some hair, Tandra Wilson Taylor. Her best friend Dina B was there. And Dina B said, oh, come on, let me go get you a drink. And she snatched me and took me to get some herbal tea. Because I must have had to look like I was getting ready to take off on him, because I literally couldn't understand how you just stood there and said that dumb statement to me, like what he was saying was right. I'm not suing you. I'm suing your insurance. But God's going to have to fix this, because I have to stay in the house right now. I don't even want to run into him on accident, because I'm going to be honest, guys. Right about now, if I ran into him on accident or on purpose, you would not get the save and sanctify version. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. You would not get the save and sanctify version, because you're dirty and grimy, and you're trying to get over. You're taking from me and mine, and you're taking from my suffering and my blood, sweat, and tears. And I don't do that so well. I don't. But only God knows how much I can take. And he's only going to take this bus so far before he's like, okay, she's had enough. I just have to figure out how far that is. And I don't know what that is. Only he does. But I tell you, when God tests you, baby, you ain't never been tested until he tests you. Ain't a test like it in this world. Ain't a test like it in this world. So, guys, put God first. Treat yourself good. Make everybody treat you the way you want, need, and desire to be treated. Because if you don't, they'll treat you any kind of way. And I have pretty much given all the energy today that I'm going to give to this clown. Tomorrow, I think I'll just go retain an attorney and call it a day and let them handle it. Because that's what they get paid to. They get paid to solve my problems. I just hate to shovel out money that I don't want to give out. But you guys have an amazing weekend. I love you. I want nothing but the best for you. Here's some rays from Ray. Have an amazing weekend. And if you don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. In the words of my girl, Tabitha Brown. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, okay? Be good to you.